Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to That's Football. I'm live with you now all the way through till 10 o'clock because I'm doing Belgium-Romania. But first of all, the big game of the day, which is, of course, Cristiano Ronaldo against Galere, or as some people are calling it, Portugal against Turkey. But we're gonna make it bigger than that, of course. Big game. How does it look in the groups for these two teams at the moment? Because that's what it's all about. And obviously there has been another game in this group today, which has ended up in a draw. So I think both these teams will obviously and naturally qualify. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But I think that. Yeah, that's how it looks there. Thank you with that. And let me just push that over there as well. Okay, so that's how that looks. Turkey and Portugal top at the moment. But topping the group is important because I have a little bit of a predicted sort of what the last round of 16 are going to be. And I've got Portugal playing Serbia and France playing Turkey, which means if France top their group and you come second in this group, you're playing France. So, has anybody else done that? Has Lineker done that? Has Laura Woods done that? Where are you? Has TalkSport done that? Has Sky done that? No, but we've done that. We've done that because I've actually already sort of figured out what the last 16 games will be. And if you didn't think this game was big enough, I've just added some Viagra to it because basically the team that comes second in this group probably plays France if we're being... Well, they will play France, let's be honest. France are going to top that group, whether people are impressed with them or not. They will top that group. So second place in this group is playing France. You can ignore it. You can avoid it. So massive game. The winner avoids France. There we go. Oh dear, Montella has gone crazy. We are rotating half of the team for no apparent reason. Even our starting goalkeeper is benched, not just Yildiz or Galere. Well, let's just go to that team news because obviously a lot of people are talking about it. And I think the team news is rather interesting because you're right. Interesting changes by Turkey and... I don't really... Well, look, I bow down to better knowledge here. I'm not massively understanding why he's made so many changes to his team. Anybody going to give us any insight on that? Change the goalkeeper. Galere's on the bench. I don't really get that. Is that stupidity? Is he injured? But there's more than one change. So... yeah. Let me just put the tweet out. Let's go with that. Yeah, so a little bit disappointed. Well, very disappointed not to see the Galere playing for Turkey. Let's be clear on that one. But they are still capable of getting a result. Yildiz is also on the bench. Apparently he was feeling some discomfort, says Ozan, and I think he wants everyone to have a game. I mean, I'm just gonna... It's hard for me to... Well, somebody else will do it in the chat. Lazybridge. How many changes have they actually made then compared to the last game that we watched, where Turkey beat Georgia? Well, I didn't do the watch-along, but I did watch it. It was a very good game. So how many changes have they actually made? Because it's resting players for Czech Republic, perhaps, says Mazrum. Yeah, but I think that's a bit defeatist, really, isn't it? That they've done that. We can't play with the same lineup every game, says Jim. Well, you bloody can. Every other country's managed to do it, pretty much picking the same team. Why do Turkey need more rotation in their team? I think there might be something in that. I think there might be something in the point that maybe they're making changes because they feel that their best chance is going to be against the Czech Republic, and therefore they're keeping players back for that. But I think that's a little bit defeatist. I actually think that, looking at Portugal, very, very good team, but managed by a Prat. A Spanish Southgate. So I think that there is a chance for them to get something out of this game today. And I'm a little bit surprised that that they have, made as many changes. I mean, changing your goalkeeper, there was no need to do that, was there? I don't know. Give us your thoughts on that. Gallagher had a knock. Villa did it against City, yeah. What do you think about Yildiz, says Yunus? I don't really know a lot about the Turkish team, to be honest with you. I don't profess to watch a lot of them. Draw for Czech Republic and they go through, says Robert McCormack. A draw versus Czech Republic and they go through, yeah. But they should be going through anyway. 5 changes made, says Louis. I think that's incredible. I really do. I think making 5 changes is incredible. And I don't agree with it, really. But, some people obviously do. I think it's a little bit defensive against the team that I think you could probably get a result out of. Anyway, the Portuguese team, Costa, Mendes, Diaz, Pepe, Cancelo. He's dropped Dalot to go to what looks like a back 4 because he's gone Vitina, Palhinha, Bruno, Bernardo, Leao and Ronaldo, which I sort of agree with. I thought the back 5 was a bad idea. I know it means Dalot drops to the bench, but honestly, Mendes is a better left back than Dalot and Dalot's a right back. And then if he's going to put Cancelo at right back, I sort of understand that. I didn't like the back 5 for Portugal anyway. I want to see them playing a little bit more offensively. And I think that, having Bruno and Bernardo Silva and Leao as your front 2 and Palhinha and Vitina as your holders, or your base of your midfield, I think that's probably a better idea. So at least he's not done a Southgate and just stuck with the same team that won. Have you seen that Forest are buying a Villa Academy player, says Daniel? No. I have seen this. Just don't talk to me. I mean, look, it's absolutely ridiculous what the Premier League has become. I thought the Premier League was a farce last year, and now the summer transfer window is descending into it as well, as clubs try desperately to try and take the piss out of the league to benefit themselves. Yes, loopholes, but you've got Villa paying good money for a Chelsea prospect. You've got Chelsea paying good money for a Villa prospect. You've got Villa and Everton doing it as well. And they've got Everton and Newcastle doing it as well. And what it is all about is helping each other beat profit and sustainability rules and FFP. I mean, when did this ever used to happen? That Villa and Chelsea would be swapping players and not swapping, but you know what I mean? It's a loophole and that's fine. But it is what it is. I like Aston Villa. I've got no problem with Chelsea. Got no problem with Newcastle. But we all know what's going on. It's inflated fees for players who are homegrown to bypass profit and sustainability rules because they'll go in as pure profit. That's what it is. That's what it is. And, honestly, does it mean that Chelsea and Villa and Everton are going to win the league? No. Does it help them, bypass... Well, not bypass. Does it help them, avoid any financial penalties? Yes. But let's call it what it is. It's a piss take of the Premier League rules and the Premier League should be embarrassed about it because you've now got competitors. Chelsea and Villa are competitors, by the way, doing business together to bypass the league rules. I mean, what does that say about competitive element when you're sat there in a boardroom shaking hands on how to bypass the owner of the league's rules? It's just a bit odd. Bit odd, really. And one of the players I've never even heard of going for £19 million. Oh, but he's a hot prospect. How many games has he played in the Premier League? Yeah, but he's a hot prospect. £19 million. £19 million. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Anyway, back to the Euros. Turkey have made a few changes here. Portugal against Turkey. As I was saying, top of the group avoids France, basically. If you come second in this group, you're going to be playing France, which is another reason, Robert McCormack, I'm a little bit concerned as to why Turkey have made so many changes, maybe looking at the Czech Republic game next week. Because if you beat Portugal and you draw against Czech Republic, you finish top of the group and you avoid France. And why wouldn't Turkey believe that they can do that? He's made 5 changes, the Turkish coach, and Gallagher is on the bench as well. So, is it a little bit defeatist to make those changes? We'll have to wait and see. Having said that, we've only seen Turkey, not Torquay. We've only seen Turkey play Georgia. And I thought Italy looked quite good against Albania, but then Spain absolutely dominated them. So maybe Portugal will be too strong for them. Having said that, Czech Republic very nearly got a point out of Portugal. They've only got a point out of Georgia, or are Georgia doing a little bit better than everybody thought? They were 1-0 up in that game. Czech Republic with an equaliser from Schick. So, yeah, some interesting aspects to this tournament so far. But we've had our last 2 o'clock game. Does that make you feel sad? Yeah. Manchester United are closing in on the signing of Xerxes. AC Milan, who were previously working on the deal, are looking for other options. I think that's, I think that's been regurgitated quite a lot, hasn't it? What do we got? What do we got here? Let me just get past this. Get your comments in. Who fancies a takeaway tonight on me? That's a tweet. Bienda obviously is Man United's goalkeeper, by the way. A lot of people do that on Twitter, don't they? Picture of Marcus Rashford with a big chain round his neck. Looks like he's enjoying himself. That's good for me. You know, it's time off. Do what you want. Do what you want. Yes, Ronaldo watch. Hey, I'm a big fan of Ronaldo. Big fan of Ronaldo. Actually, I saw a funny tweet today, actually. I can't remember who it was, so they're not going to get any shit. But basically, Messi had said that he hasn't rewatched the World Cup win yet for Argentina. And then somebody had said it's very common for actors not to watch themselves back because they know the script. I.e., some people seem to think that the Argentinian World Cup was scripted. I don't think it was scripted, actually. I just think, you know, Messi winning the FA Cup was a fantasy that came true. But actually, I don't think Messi played that big a part in them winning it. When you look back at it, I think Martinez was absolutely the guy that won them that World Cup. And it's very similar to what happened with Ronaldo in the Euros. He didn't play in the final. Well, he got injured, didn't he? So the big international trophies for Messi and Ronaldo, they didn't actually end up having the FA Cup. I said FA Cup instead of World Cup. They didn't end up having the big impact on them as people say. But look, we got that iconic picture, didn't we, of Messi holding up the tournament. Oh, it's pissing it down with rain. Lovely weather in the UK. It's pouring it down in Germany. Is this common in Germany? Do you get extreme weather then? Oh no, it's hot again now. Yeah, there seems to be quite a lot of extremity weather in Germany. Like, looks good in Berlin though, which is where they are. Who's the guy on ITV with Aluko and Neville and Pugac? Because I don't know who it is, and I feel like a footballing peasant not knowing who that is. And someone's going to say the name, and I'm going to go, "Oh my god, why did I not know who that was?" Yeah. Oh, he's the Sheffield Wednesday manager. Yeah, wouldn't know that then. Yeah, I'm quite happy I didn't know that. You could have scammed me with anybody there. You could have said he's the top scorer in the Bundesliga, and I would have gone, what? It's definitely not Daniel Farke, Ted. You could have had a laugh with me there. Thanks to the people who were honest and said it's the Sheffield Wednesday manager. You could have said, I can't believe you don't know who that is, Mark. He plays in midfield for Barcelona, and I would have genuinely gone, oh my God, I've absolutely mugged myself off here. Oh God, Mark, how don't you know who that is? He's the best player in Serie A. He's just won Player of the Year. You could have absolutely owned me there. You could have done. I feel like every inch of Ronaldo wants a shot at the next World Cup. His Saudi deal is till 2025. Maybe a season in Portugal before the World Cup. What do you think, says GGMU? Look, I want to run this poll because I saw Beth do it the other day and I thought I'm nicking that. Should Ronaldo still be starting? for Portugal? Yes or no? Let me know in the chat. But I said the other night, I want to do a Sue tonight, by the way. But I said the other night when we watched Portugal that I have a feeling Ronaldo will finish his Saudi deal and then he'll go MLS, building up to the World Cup, Messi and Ronaldo final tournament. I think Messi will play in the World Cup. I think Ronaldo will play in the World Cup. They're both pushing it. I mean, really, they're both pushing it. I don't think either of them necessarily do make another 2 years, but I just get the feeling that that World Cup is going to be so big that they're both going to want to play in it. And I think that will be the swan song. But Ronaldo will be coming up for what's Ronaldo now? I did look at it the other day. Ronaldo is 39, is he? He's 39, so he'd be 41 in that World Cup. Yeah, he is banned from the USA though, says Callum. That is a problem. Yeah, that actually genuinely could be a problem because I remember him at Man United having that problem. So we'll have to wait. The court case is in Vegas, says Corey Lineker. Anyway, big shout out, by the way. The players are coming out onto the pitch, which is always good news when you're doing a watch along. But we are sponsored by Surfshark on the stream today. If you don't know what Surfshark is, you can scan the QR code or go through the link in the description. It's a virtual private network, a leading service for protecting your online data and privacy. It securely safeguards private messages, photos, videos, and sensitive information. But my favourite thing about Surfshark is it allows you to change your virtual location on platforms like Netflix or Global Content Access. So if you are in the UK and you want to watch something in America, you can change your location to somewhere like New York, and that's where it thinks you are. Fantastic bit of kit. Offers Surfshark One suite, including alert for breaches of your data, private ad-free browsing, antivirus, and alternative ID. Device compatibility, well, you can be on multiple devices at once, so you could be on your phone using Surfshark whilst on your laptop doing it as well. Unlimited simultaneous device use and compatible with Android, iOS, Linux, Amazon Fire. You get the story. The best thing about it, though, is that through That's Football, we've got an exclusive code for you to try out Surfshark. And if you've not tried a virtual private network, you should. And if you have got one, give this one a try anyway, because you get 4 months free at Surfshark with the code That's Football. Links in the description, or scan the QR code. That's 4 months free with the code That's Football, with a 30-day back money guarantee. So check it out. Fantastic bit of kit. The premium digital protection with the Surfshark. Link in the description. Check it out. 4 months free with the code That's Football. Link in the description, or scan the QR code. Big shout out to Surfshark. Right, players are doing the national anthem. I'm with you now for the rest of the night. I'm doing Portugal-Turkey, which is the game of the day. I'm then doing United Stand at 7 o'clock, and we've got some updates coming in already around that show, actually. And then straight back onto here for Belgium-Romania. Now, that is a big game tonight. Romania, with a fantastic result in the first game, of course. But they are against Ukraine. But they now have a massive game against Belgium where, look, Belgium had a lot of chances against Slovakia and didn't win. Surely Belgium get their Euros campaign up and running today. If they don't, they could be heading home. Lots and lots of people getting involved. Thank you very much today. Dougie says, these watch-alongs always make my day, Mark. Well, it's great to be able to watch football with all you good people and enjoy it. I just realised my backlight's not on. That's not a code for anything, by the way. I'm not interested in anything like that. That backlight's not there to guide you. Let me go like that. Come on. I think we'll go with... Let's go with a bit of purple today, yeah. There we go. Mark, which That's Football presenter smells the worst, says Donny. Well, I don't sit with most of them because they're in Manchester, so I can't answer that, as weird as it is. USA could win a group in Europe if England was in it with us, says Brian. I'm looking forward to the Wow, I am looking forward to the World Cup. My only concern about the World Cup is the Euros are better. The Euros are way... You don't really get any deadwood game in the Euros, do you? Everybody's played everybody now, and we're on to the second games, and there's just no game where you know it's going to be an easy 3 or 4-0. Yeah, so my concern about the World Cup is there's about 90 teams in it, isn't there? So, Luxembourg are probably going to be playing Brazil at some point, and... It will be a really good tournament, and I'm very much looking forward to it, and it'll be massive. But yeah, I'm not sure we'll do every game as a watch-along for the World Cup. I don't know how many games there are in the Euros compared to the World Cup, but it is getting a bit it's getting a bit silly. Look, controversial. I know I've gone viral already for my opinion about, and I stand by it. I was in the pub the other day, and someone said, "I've seen that clip about you saying that people who just watch football for the Euros can piss off. And who are you to tell people what they can do?" And I said, "You didn't listen to it properly, did you? You've just listened to it on TikTok." And he went, "Yeah." I went, "Yeah. No, I wasn't." What I basically said is there are people out there who've got no knowledge of football who suddenly get into football for a month and then leave it. And honestly, it's like getting a dog for Christmas and then not being interested in it. And he went, "It's not." I said, "It bloody well is. It actually is, because I care about that dog. And I care about football, and these people, like a dog at Christmas. Oh, come on, England! 3 lines on a shirt. Oh, I love England. Oh, we've gone out. Oh, I don't care. I'm going back to my gardening now." Like that dog in January that's not getting a walk. It's disgusting, and I'm standing by it. So all you people who go, "Oh, who are you, a gatekeeper of football?" I'm not just a gatekeeper of football. I'm looking out for them dogs that people get at Christmas and then they don't want them in February. It's the same thing, and I don't care whether you think it isn't. Football isn't just for the Euros, it's for life. And if you're not interested in that, piss off and play tennis. Wimbledon's on next week. Get out. Yeah, I stand by that. But what I was actually going to say is that I think that when it comes to the World Cup, there's going to be too many games. There's going to be too many games. 100%. Saying Messi did not play a major role in the World Cup is such an L take. No, it's not, Alison Becker. 7 goals and 3 assists, multiple man of the matches. Take Messi out of the Argentina squad and they don't win it. Take Martinez out of it, they don't win it. Who's right, who's wrong, Alison? You're forgetting about Messi's goal against Mexico, says Daniel. I was bloody defending Messi. Why am I now anti-Messi? God, I hate talking about Messi and Ronaldo. Put your hand in the air if you hate talking about Messi and Ronaldo. I bloody hate it, because even though you're sticking up for him, you end up, anti-Messi. You could literally say to a Messi fan, "I think Messi is the greatest player of his generation." Oh, so you're saying Maradona's better than him? You're saying Sir Bobby Charlton's better than him? Oh, you're such a hater. Not talking about Messi. Galaire's on the bench, by the way, so hopefully we'll see him. We're up and running. Ronaldo, the best player in the world. Look, I don't care what anybody says. It was great to see Messi, that picture of him with the World Cup. No Martinez, no World Cup. I played the game, I watched the game. No Martinez, no World Cup. If I was Messi, I would be washing Martinez's car every time we met up for international duty. Because no Martinez, no World Cup. Simple as that. That save from Moani, the 2 penalty shootouts. Come on. Who do you think is going to win the game? I've played the game. Let him speak, Simon. It's all about the players. I think that... forget about it. I think that... I'm going through some sort of... Oh, look how open Turkey are here. Switch, Bruno. Lovely ball. Leave it, Ronaldo. Leave it, Ronaldo. He took the shot on, but if he'd left that for Cancelo... I tell you what, Turkey were wide open like Christmas Day when you get the carving knife out there. They'd literally been carved open like a turkey. Yes! Did it in the first 1 minute. Gattered. Woo, woo, woo. Have some of that. And you get this for free. Get in. I knew I'd get that out. And I've done it. Well, it wasn't the first minute, actually. It's 1 minute and 23 seconds. But you know what I mean. They've been carved open like a Christmas turkey. I had to get it in, and I've done it. Thanks, Turkey, for being carved open. My Mbappe is right. Then Euros harder than the World Cup, says Silly. Yeah, I think the Euros. Well, I don't know whether the Euros is harder than the World Cup, because ultimately everybody who's in the Euros probably will be in the World Cup this time because everybody's invited. I got an invitation the other day. Do you want to put a United Stand 11 in the World Cup? I said, you having a laugh? He said, no, we want as many teams as possible. We're milking it like a bloody cow. But I think everybody who's in the World Cup's going to be in the Euros. So it's hard to win, but the Euros is just more competitive because there's no real shit in it, really. Yeah, I'm not drunk, Michael. I'm just somebody that can... I'm the life and soul of the party. I'm not. I hate those people. Anybody who describes themselves as the life and soul of the party in an interview or in a social gathering should be booted out. There should be an ejection seat. Look, I used to interview quite a bit when I was in my banking job. And on 2 occasions, somebody said to me, I'm the life and soul of the party. And really, there should be a button under the table that you press and they fall down into a pit of make your own mind up. Some would say angel delight. Some would say crocodiles. You know, you make your mind up. But anybody that says that they're a life and soul of the party, really, they're not. If you've got to describe yourself as everybody likes you and you're really fun, you're probably not. Basically, if anyone says they're the life and soul of the party, I think dick. I really do. Oh, I'm so fun. I'm just so fun. I'm crazy. I'm so fun. Oh, look, you know, I don't need drink to get me going. Just pour a bottle of water over my head and I'm off. In fact, you need to pour a bottle of water over my head because I'm on fire. I'm so funny. I'm on fire. Can I pour a bottle of water over your head? No. I'm just saying from I'm on fire. I said no. You said pour a bottle of water over your head. I'm going to do it. Not bad. Anyway, very, very good game of football going on here. I genuinely haven't had anything to drink or taken anything. This is just me in a good mood. I'm seriously not drinking today. I've not had a drink today. I've not taken anything today. I'm just in a good mood. And I'm probably on an 8 in the first few minutes here. But the game has started off good. How boring Portugal were against Czech Republic could be because they were playing a team that approached the game very boringly. If Turkey are going to play a little bit offensively, we could be in for a good game. And in the first 5 minutes, let me tell you, I'm feeling optimistic. I'm feeling we might have a good game here. It's very, very open. Yeah. Forget about it. Make sure you subscribe by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We are only 100 subscribers away from 181,000. We're on the road, by the way, to 1.2 million. We could hit that during the Euros. Roberto Martinez doesn't suit a suit. I don't know what he suits. Maybe he should try a dress. But Martinez reminds me... I don't know what he reminds me of, but every time they go to him, he's going like this. He looks like the guy at a wedding who's parking the cars. In fact, he'd be good at that. In fact, he wouldn't. I wouldn't trust him with a bloody Vauxhall Astra. But he doesn't look like a coach, does he? If he was on the sideline going like that, I'd be going... If I was Ronaldo, I would. I wouldn't want to get subbed if I wasn't. But I'd be like, shut up, I'm not listening to you. Go and park my car. Turkey on the attack. Good point! Oh, he's missed it. How's he missed that? Oh, what a chance. What a chance. Lovely cross by Turkey to the back post. He's ended up in the net, not the ball. It's a goal. It's a goal. Give a goal. Give a goal. He's put himself in the back of the net, but not the ball. The cross comes in. It's a penalty for me. That's a penalty. Look at this. Surely Cancelo. That's a pen. That's a pen, surely. He's clipped him from behind. Surely that's a penalty. He's clipped him from... nothing. I thought there was a penalty there because I think he's clipped him from behind. Weird. Cross comes in again. I would love to see that for a fourth time. I really did think he clipped him on the back. But open game, good stuff. That's what we want to see. Some people saying he didn't touch him. Unlucky though, the cross came in and he put himself in the back of the net, not the ball. Look at how much space there is in this game. What a ball! Bruno! Ronaldo's first touch is like Lukaku. But it'll come back to Bernardo Silva. There's so much space out there. Edge of the box. Cancelo. Sue! Over the bar. Over the bar. There's goals. Put on your red dress, Sue. There's going to be a Sue goal here. Loving the energy, Mark, says Viren. And Moose is loose, says Mark. I'm going to see the Portugal versus Georgia game next week at the stadium. It's been on my bucket list to see the GOAT live. I'm so stoked. I'll laugh my head off if he's benched because they've already qualified. That's harsh, isn't it? I'm doing that for comedy effect. I mean, look, the guy, it's on his bucket list to watch Ronaldo in real life. Who's going to really laugh if he gets benched because they're already through? Don't say you would. I genuinely wouldn't. It looks like there's a smile forming on my face, but actually I've got an itch. Yeah, I would never laugh at that sort of misfortune. You know, it's like you know, it's like seeing a teacher walk into class, slip on some ice, and in front of everybody. You can't laugh at something like that. They could break their hip. And I wasn't laughing despite the detention that 40 of us got. But yeah, you know, at the end of the day, what an amazing thing to do, to go and watch Ronaldo in real life, Moose. And it's Georgia. And can I just put your mind at rest? He basically picks the team. He's definitely going to play in that game because that's the sort of game where he could score a couple of goals. So he will play. Don't worry. You're panicking now, Moose. Oh, you're panicking. Don't panic. He will definitely play. Although at the moment he is hobbling. Oh, he's gone down. No, he's not really. He will play. He'll definitely play in that game because he'll be thinking about the goals. He'll want Golden Boot. Forget Messi and Ronaldo. I'm more of a Cameron Jerome man myself. Do you remember the goal he scored for the Blues at Anfield? Real ones remember, says Goldio. Thank you very much for that, Goldio. Thanks for your super chat. To all the people saying Messi is better than Ronaldo because he has more cups, by that logic, Kroos is better than Messi, says Parker. Thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner, get involved. We have the best watch-alongs. We've got the best community, and we bring the most energy. So get involved. You're very, very welcome. Get your questions in. If anyone's got any agony aunt problems like Moose is loose, he didn't even realise he had one. He was just saying he's looking forward to watching Ronaldo in real life against Georgia. Turkey on the attack. This game is open. He slips, but he still got it. Little dink. That's gone. I need to get the lineups here. I know the Portuguese lineup, but there's been quite a few changes for Turkey. So, why am I looking at Czech Republic fixtures? Get out. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the Euros fixtures. There we go. 12 minutes in. Lineups. Portugal, Biinda, Kadioglu, Bodaki, Akiden, Selic, not Tom. Iron, Kalanoglu is the captain. Arkaturgoglu, Koku, Agun, Yilmaz. Yilmaz! There was a great song called Almaz. It just takes me back to the 80s. Kimmich unlikely to extend his contract at Bayern. Yeah, I think he's going to Saudi, isn't he? Apparently Xerxes' clause doesn't kick in until July the 1st, by the way. Good open game. Mark's the life of the party right now, says Alexander. Goldio says wine gums or Haribo. Well, I try to stay off both these days because I've had my fill of those. But I think that I would probably go wine gums. Alex Roach says, is Fabrizio on the channel this summer like last year? Summer he on United Stand. Yeah, he's on Monday. Cross comes in, back post. Liao heads it, headed away. As a Chelsea fan, watched Eden Hazard play live against PSG in the Champions League, and he was even more breathtaking in front of your own eyes. And Heart of United says, saw the picture, Seb, enjoyed the hot tub, hope you're well. Yeah, been a lovely day today, actually. Thanks for giving us a follow on Instagram. I think I'm on the road to about 500,000 on Instagram, and I don't post enough. What would you like me to do on Instagram? Like, I feel like it's, Thogden does a story of himself having a piss. Is that what people want? Not Thogden having a piss. I mean, do you want me to do more? Do you think I should do more like, I'm doing this today, or, I don't really know. Yeah. Guller's on the bench, yeah. Oh, lovely play down the wing. He's going back to his own goal now. It's like bloody pro clubs. He's in the penalty box and he turns around and starts running towards his own goal. Probably score an own goal. In secondary, the bishop came to school to bless the handball alleys. He didn't see the glass and walked straight into it head first. That was a good laugh, to be honest, says Rainmaker. When you said in secondary school and bishop, I thought you were talking about where I grew up then, Cropple Bishop. I was like, oh my God, it's someone from the past. If they were someone from the past and they mentioned Cropple Bishop, they'd be very careful because my reputation around that place is, steel, basically. Between the ages of about 8 and 12, no one would give me any shit. I beat up a granddad once. They called him Father Ted. When I'd finished with him, they called him Father Dead. Dead meat. Basically, he stuck his nose into something he shouldn't have got involved in. And he had a sore nose after that. I say granddad, he was probably about 42 at the time. Because when I was growing up, if you're over 40, you may as well be dead. Now I am over 40 and I realise that that's just ageist and unfair. But to be fair, people who were 50 when I was growing up were nearly dead. Like, they had bad diets, they knew nothing about fitness, and spent most of their days eating Mars bars and pints of Coke for breakfast. Hi Mark, it's my birthday. Can you sing me a song, please? Says Mark Foley. Thanks, Mark. I don't sing. There's no amount of super chat that will make me sing. Good game though. I'm enjoying this. 15 minutes gone. I think again, are Turkey the team that are the best team in the league? I've always loved turkey. It's my favourite meal of the year. Bit of bread sauce, Brussels sprouts, red cabbage. Did you watch House of Dragons, Mark? I could do a joke about your... Nah, you can't talk about people's mum like that. And who knows, like, you can't do mum jokes with people you don't know, because I nearly did that at a school reunion a couple of weeks ago. And I was just about to do it, and I thought, I haven't spoke to them for a few years. Their parents might be dead. And I asked about half an hour later and someone said, yeah. And I went, imagine that. I was going to do a joke. We always used to take the piss out of his mum at school. And I was going to do it again. And his mum's been dead for 5 years. So you just don't do mum jokes. Anyway, House of Dragons. I have watched the first episode, yes. It's not as good as Game of Thrones, but at the end of the day, what else are you going to do? Good play by Portugal, Bernardo Silva there. Does Ollie Murs only have one song, Troublemaker? Don't bring him into the chat. Ineos out, Goldbridge in, says Alan. Half of Turkish today is Galatasaray players, says Emre. Love the name. Well, who's the most famous person you've ever met, says Alex. I meet them every day, multiple times. Every time I look in the mirror, they're staring back at me. The GOAT. No, seriously, I would say the most famous person I've ever met, Jermaine Pennant or Gabby Agbonlahor. I'm joking. The most famous person I've ever met, what, like spoke to? I don't know, actually. I don't think I've ever met a massive superstar, actually. Is Scooby-Doo leaving United this summer, says Evan? No. Carrie Potter says, go Portugal. Come on, the lads. Let's do it. Let's do it for Sean Gota. Let's do it for the lads. 1, 2, 3. Everybody go. Go Portugal. That's me, isn't it? And I don't remember what the context of that. People were saying that to me when I was at the charity game the other day. Start, bench, sell, neck oil, Madri or Guinness. I've never really drank neck oil. Madri or Guinness is a difficult one because I do like Guinness and I do like Madri. So I'm gonna bench Madri and start. Sorry, I'm gonna bench Guinness and start Madri because it's the summer. Oh, it's from the FA Cup last year. $18 minutes gone. Thanks everybody who's tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Got a great community on the go on That's Football, and you're all very welcome. We're only 60 subscribers away from 181,000, by the way. So make sure you smash subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. Thanks everybody who's tuning in. Remember, we've got Belgium, Romania later. I would bloody love it if Romania get a result, but I don't know. You never know with Belgium. I often watch Belgium and feel like De Bruyne just wants to go on holiday. He's like, I only really care about Man City. If we get knocked out in the group stage, I get an extra week off. That's just my... You can't knock me for it. That's just my opinion. Goldio met David Cameron. I called him a wanker because he is. I think that's a bit rude, though. And it's up to you what you do, but I do think it's a bit rude to just... You know, there's still something called manners. If I met Ollie Murs, I'd just snub him. I wouldn't call him a name. I mean, if he started gobbing off, I will get involved, you know, and I'll tell him about what happened to Grandad, Father Ted in Cropple Bishop, and then he'll shut up. But oh, Pepe, good tackle. Got the ball. Had to get the ball and did get the ball. If he didn't get the ball, he's walking. He's taken a red. What a tackle by Pepe. He's 91. Koku. He just killed him, says Ethan. It's a good tackle. I like those sort of tackles, all or nothing. Goldio says, Ollie Murs didn't give us Brexit and ruin the economy. No, let's not do politics. Mark, when are we going to bridge ball again? This is All Day Gamer. In what context? I've got some really good ideas for content. This always happens to me. When I'm really busy, I get some really good ideas for content and don't have the time to do it. And then when I have got the time to do it, I'll just be too busy. Oh! Goal! Bernardo Silva. It was there in the box. He's loving it. He's really happy. He's running around like bloody Bilbo Baggins. He's not the tallest. But it's a great goal because it's a goal in a game that deserves a goal in Dortmund. Cross came in. It was behind Ronaldo, but Bernardo Silva came onto it perfectly. I think it might be Bruno with the assist as well. I mean, this is just how football works, isn't it? At one end, Turkey could have been one-on-one. Pepe makes a great tackle. and then it's seconds later, Portugal score. It's funny how life works like that, though. It is, though, isn't it? It seriously is funny. I mean, once I needed to sell a guitar at Christmas. If I didn't, no one was getting any presents. I sold the guitar, didn't get anyone presents, and bought myself a PS3. Life's funny like that. I never thought I'd sell the guitar. But look, that was, it wasn't. It was Mendes with the cutback. It was behind Ronaldo, and it was Bernardo Silva to bang it in. And as I said, though, Turkey were up the other end and they could have scored. Lovely goal, 1-0 to Portugal. Look, I don't care who scores. We want goals. Trouble, troublemaker. I'll give you bloody trouble. With your bloody crap hair and dancing. Need a final watch along with you and Ben in the GB Arms, says Who to Blame. Well, if it's England, he's out there, isn't he? He's out there with Watto, big un. I did get invited. I did. They asked me to go over and do it with them, but I was just like, I can't. I love my community too much. I've got to do my watch alongs. Ronaldo definitely wanted that. It was just behind him. I think Ronaldo just needs to relax. Funnily enough, we've had a poll. By all means, suggest another poll. Should Ronaldo still be starting for Portugal? 80% said yes, 20% said no. I absolutely think Ronaldo should be starting for Portugal. I've seen a bit of Ramos, and I don't think he's an upgrade on a 39-year-old Ronaldo. I think if Ronaldo played for England and he was starting ahead of Harry Kane or Ollie Watkins, I'd probably be saying, what's all that about? But in the context of what Portugal have got, I think it's right. Lovely play by Bruno. No. Great challenge for someone who wandered away from the nursing home, says Kenneth, talking about Pepe. He's kept that on. Bruno. Oh, not a bad volley. Do Bernardo for Silva versus Foden poll, says Goldio. All right. B Silva versus Foden. Who's the best, Silva, Bernardo or David? Good question. Welcome to the Members Club, Leonida. Rub says Goldbridge and Ollie Mers are both the Prats. What do you think of the Euros refereeing so far, says Goldio? I think it's good, apart from when the English referees are involved. Badaki's just been booked here. And it is a bit harsh because he wins the ball way before it. Take a shot, says Jamie, every time Mark makes a joke about eating turkey. Also, when will we see you in the US? Would you do a meet and greet here? Yeah, I've just got to sort it out, mate. I was meant to be coming over for the tour, but it was so bloody expensive. I was just like... And I've got my book coming out, so I was just like... I need to plan things a lot better, that really. Howder says, what do you think about how Chelsea, Everton and Villa are swapping players left, right and centre to get away with FFP? Is it like if I scratch your back, you scratch mine? Howder, it does seem very much like that, doesn't it? And let's be fair, they're not doing anything wrong. They're loopholing something that the Premier League probably didn't expect to happen. I don't think the Premier League, when they set their rules in place, expected clubs who are competitors to start doing each other favours. And ultimately, is the integrity of the league therefore being called into question when you've got members of the league finding ways around the rules of the governing body? It just, some of the fees they're paying for those players just don't seem right to me. You shouldn't be paying £19 million for a player that's only played 5 games. It just seems a little bit dodgy. And of course, the benefit is that it all goes into their pockets as homegrown. Lovely ball into Liao, but he's got it. But then the defender's done well. Yeah, he's done very well there. Ronaldo gets the ball back though. Portugal have been a lot better today with the back four, but also I think the problem they had against Czech Republic is that Czech Republic played very, very defensively, didn't they? whereas Turkey want to play a bit of football. Calvin Lewin going to Newcastle. I would say to Newcastle, what the hell are you doing? Like, what are you doing? He's never fit. United are interested in Kilman from Wolves, says Stephen. I haven't heard anything about that. Where's me water? Oh, God. Where's my water? I'm going to watch the football. It's all going off out there. Barbecue wars. Seb's losing his shit. I tell you, want to get out of the way. Just get out of the way. When he loses his shit, Conor McGregor needs to run. God knows what it's about. I think someone ate one of his polos. Whoever's done that needs to bloody learn. You know, they say lions are bad. Oh, too late. Cancelo, too late. Who's England's other left back? No, he didn't take one, Matthew. What's happened here? Goal! What's happened here? It's a goal. I don't know what happened. I do not know what happened here. Let me see. Binder. Oh my God, this might not look good for the Man United goalkeeper. It was a bad pass by Cancelo to Ronaldo, and then the next thing I know, they're celebrating. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just terrible. The defender's not looked to pass it to the goalkeeper who's coming out to collect the ball. It's gone past the goalkeeper into the goal. Crazy. Yeah, that is just what a clanger. You know, I'm desperate for Turkey to score because I've got a line. I've already done, they've been carved open like a turkey, but I've got an even better one. I'm just waiting for the next goal. Can we see Seb, says Matthew. Mate, you don't want to see him at the moment. If he came in here now, those shelves would be on the floor. He's losing it at the moment. "2-0 to Portugal. Is it just me, or is there a ton of own goals?" says All Day Gamer. Yeah, there is a lot of own goals. You're right. I don't necessarily blame Binder there. You know, I know a lot of people will, but the goalkeeper. I mean, I presume he gave a shout, and the centre back for Turkey just seemed to be stuck in his own. Oh, lovely bit of play. Oh, good play all round. Good play all round. Akatogoglu skips past Cancelo and Bernardo Silva, hits it into the low, and good save with his feet by Costa, or as I say, Starbucks. Have you been looking at Rasmus's Instagram post? Very funny, says Patrick. I haven't, no. Is Seb allowed to stay up for England games, says Goldio? Not if it's a school night. And it goes for another corner here. What's your view on the disallowed goal against France? Oh, Raider, absolutely goal. Absolutely goal. I mean, I think they gave it for offside because the Dutch player is active. No way. It's just, it's the interpretation of an idiot. Who does he impede? What does he stop? Like, when Simons hits the ball, there is no way that the goalkeeper is ever saving that. So it's a goal. How can there be any interference when the goalkeeper was never going to save it? Like, there's no interference at all. That was a goal. Good block. Goalkeeper shouldn't come off his line for that, says Nelly. It's communication. Yeah, it's communication. Lee Berman says OG is on course for the Golden Boot. Well, at the moment, definitely. It's the 6th own goal of the tournament, says Altel. Binder is in goal, yeah, Man United's backup keeper. But I tell you what, I don't think the game's over. It's a bit like last Saturday. I think it was last Saturday's 5 o'clock game, wasn't it? It's a bit like Spain against Croatia. It's you know, fair play to Portugal, but Turkey are in the game. Do you think the Euros affects the transfer markets, says Brennan? Only if you're thick. If you go buying a player that's played well in the Euros, you're going to overpay. Doesn't mean there won't be a good player, but you are going to play a premium because of that. There's no two ways about it. I like Turkey though. They've been technically a lot better. Remember when they were the dark horse of the World Cup and they were absolute rubbish? We're only 10 subscribers away from 181,000, by the way. Make sure you subscribe, get involved with That's Football. You're very welcome. Belgium, Romania at 8. Bernardo Silva has beat Foden with 66%. People just don't like Phil Foden, do they? I mean, look, I don't like Man City, but I'll still tell you Foden's a fantastic player. Hi, Mark. Ryle says, what's the offside rule? Shouldn't a goal be given if an offside player does not affect play? As a Dutchman, I felt we were robbed. Exactly, Ryle. But they were trying to say... what's this bollocks? GDS. Oh, is it over the line? Of course it's... Stevie Wonder would tell you that's over the line. You don't... Stop showing off with your GDS when we all know it's over the bloody line. Come on. Thanks, Mark, for the coverage of the year, says the Attic Radio. Thank you very much, pal. Enjoying this one. I am enjoying it. Big shout out to Surfshark. Check it out. 4 months free. Try it out. Links in the description or scan that QR code when it goes round with the code That's Football. 4 months free. Turkey, Turkey, Turkey. Back to Costa. Ewan is in Doha Airport waiting on a plane back to Brisbane from a holiday. Safe travels, mate. You know what I get jealous of? Nothing. I'm just not a jealous person. No, what I see that I would like to do is, and I keep seeing it a lot at the moment, so I think I need to do it. These bloody, what do you call them? Influencers, celebrities, whatever. Sat in like, oh, here we go. Bruno. Yeah, he should be cutting that back to Ronaldo, really. Even I would say that, Bruno, and I like Bruno. He shouldn't be shooting from there. But confident not to do it. Seeing all these influencers and celebrities flying out to places, but in those really good seats. You know, not the seats that everyone else has to sit in. You know, the ones that are like a bed and you've got your own TV screen. Oh, I'll love that. I'll love to have a try at that. So, if there's any airlines out there that just... And I'll just do a vlog. I'll fly anywhere and back. I just want to go on one of them planes and watch some films. So, you know, there must be somebody that works or knows somebody in one of these airlines that go, Goldbridge will do a vlog. It'll get a load of views. They get VIP treatment as well. I just want to try it. And I'll vlog it. I don't care. I'll go, look, I'm eating champagne. Can you eat champagne? Technically you can. What a touch by Bernardo Silva. Magnetico. Into Ronaldo. He's going to shoot. He's going to shoot over the bar. Yeah, well, you should have passed as well. They're 2-0 up now, you know. You can tell they're 2-0 up. What a touch. Reminds me of me, that. Ronaldo free kicks or Beckham's free kicks. Definitely Ronaldo. Definitely Beckham, Jaden. Every game's been exciting except England, says Cameron. Mate, it's not just Southgate's England that are shit, but also what are the two worst officiated games? Michael Oliver and Anthony Taylor. The only 0-0, Anthony Taylor. England's messing up this Euros in more ways than one. Go on, lad. Oh, he could have gone down there. Would have been a yellow card. Cut it back. Cut it back. Oh, it's Pepe again. He got the ball. Çalhanoğlu got the ball. I feel like this ref's up against the Turkish a little bit. Mark, you can definitely afford first-class flights, says Goldio. Yeah, but I've got nowhere to go. I thought that was a fair tackle. Oh, no. It wasn't. He caught him first. When I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong. That was a foul. We need a new poll here. I like it when it's close. I've got one. I've got a really good one. In the the quest with polls, if I just let you know the rules, big up the poll, but the quest with a poll is to find a 50-50. If you do that, then you're a legend. We had a poll once, which was Jared Bowen against Kulusevski, and it got locked on 50-50. Right, I've got one. Jared Bowen or Anthony Gordon? Southgate would wear a snorkel in a hot tub, says Lucas Raff. Yeah, I was trying to think of that one because we had it, didn't we? Southgate would wear a cycling helmet on his Peloton. The Owl's just been booked and misses the next match. I still think the refs favour the bigger European team, says Cameron. Southgate wears shin pads to play FIFA, says Goldio. That's a good one. Yeah, Gordon's battering Bowen. I've failed. I thought my poll would be closer. So if you've got any better ones, let me know. I'm going to do a video tomorrow on England. It's just been so busy. I normally do like 10-minute videos, but I've only been able to do them like if it's a match reaction. There's a lot going on in football at the moment, but I'm going to do it because there's no 2 o'clock or there's no 5 o'clock game tomorrow either. It's just 8 o'clock tomorrow. I think on Monday they've got 5 o'clock. No, I don't think there's a 5 o'clock game on Monday. We haven't got a 5 o'clock game until Tuesday now, I think. I'll double check that. But I want to get like a bit of an England video up tomorrow morning. I still think the ref okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. I'll be very disappointed with myself if I've got this wrong. Yeah, 8 o'clock. No 5 o'clock game tomorrow. We've got no more 2 o'clocks anyway. 8 o'clock tomorrow is the only time there's a game. Çalhanoğlu shoots, Costa gets hold of it. So 8 o'clock tomorrow, it's Switzerland, Germany and Scotland, Hungary at the same time because it's the final game of the group, so they've got to start together. Monday, there's no 5 o'clock game. It's Croatia, Italy and Albania, Spain at the same time. But on Tuesday, there is a 5 o'clock. It's the Netherlands, France group, and then England are at 8 o'clock. And then Wednesday, we've got 5 o'clock and 8 o'clock again. And then there's 2 days off then because it's the end of the group stage. No games Thursday, no games Friday, but then Saturday 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, Sunday 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Same with Monday, Tuesday for the last 16. Quarterfinals kick off on Friday, the 5th of July, 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock on the Saturday. Business end. That's where we like it. People overhyped Turkey a bit. Their defence is opened up like a flower. Portugal might score another at this rate, says Nigel. Ronan says, this is embarrassing. Refs have it out for Leao. He only got punished, says Ronan. And Matthew says, I love Ronaldo, but he's trading on his legacy. He's not got it anymore and is a detriment to the team. There we go. Archie Moore, thanks for your super chat. Vinicius Junior versus Mbappe poll, please, says Goldio. I will do it. And here's a good one, Mark. Southgate, Gareth or Ollie? I'm not going to do that one, Abraham. And the reason is, I will answer it for you. There is no yellow card again. There is no point in doing Southgate versus Ollie because Ollie's not relevant anymore. And I think people would just... He hasn't got a job. And people would just back... This ref's shit. This ref is absolutely shit. He's booking people for winning the ball. Who is he? Pratt attack. It's just incredible that he's booking people for tackling. It's about the third time. Anthony Gordon beats Bowen. Why don't we spice it up a bit and do a poll where it's winner stays on? So next we could do Anthony Gordon versus Kudos. I like that, Hessen. We'll come back to that. I see Turkey scoring 2 goals later, says T-Rex. And we wanted Southgate as our manager. What a joke, says Mitesh. I'm just going to do Vinicius Junior against Mbappe. Either or. Refs ruining this. Who is he and where is he from? They don't tell you who the referee is. He's a German ref. Oh, I don't know what that means. Technically, they've played very well, Turkey. Make a tackle, get a yellow card, says Loz. It was this ref the other day giving everything Pepe did the same foul earlier and it was fine, says Cameron. Exactly. You should be able to change refs mid-game when they are this style, says V says. Well, we've got about a minute to go to half-time. It's been a good game. It has been a good game. That's a yellow card for Polina. I reckon... Have we had a red card in this tournament? I think we're going to get one. Definitely mark this up. We're definitely going to get a red. And I don't think we've had a red. Little dink to the back post. Oh, slipped over. We've had... Oh, Portugal on the attack here. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Remember, the second team in this group will probably play France. In fact, they pretty much will. Scotland got a red. Yes, they did, Grants. Thank you very much. For your attention, this ref is a convicted match fixer. Bellingham was fined heavily for saying it in an interview when he was at Dortmund, says Tanish. Well, I don't think he can't be a convicted match fixer. You wouldn't have him in the bloody Euros. Robson or Venables, says grumpy old hecklers. I think there's only we won't have many people who can vote on that properly. Do you think Mbappe might be underwhelming at Madrid, says Goldio. If France and Portugal avoid each other, it could be a France-Portugal final. Exclusive gems. Half-time, 2-0 to Portugal. They've done well. They have done well, but look at how many yellow cards we've got. We've got 2 for Portugal, Palhinha and Leao. More importantly, when we look at the Turkish lineup, they've had 3. So we've got 5 yellow cards and 3 of their back 4 is booked. I would be stunned with this referee if we don't see a red card. And him being a German referee, do you think they actually might not be happy? I've seen... Well, let me just throw this out there. I've seen plenty of tournaments in my life. And sometimes in tournaments, you see... And some people will remember this. You see changes to the game. Like, they'll try different things out. And sometimes we've had tournaments where we get loads of yellow cards and red cards. So maybe UEFA have said, there's only been 1 red card in this tournament. You're being way too lenient. Maybe they've said, be lenient. But 5 yellow cards in a half like that is a bit over the top for me. And I just wonder whether UEFA have said, we need more. We need more. It's true, he was banned for 6 months in 2005, says HJ. Let's have a look at the stats at half-time, by the way. We like to have a look at that. Let me just pause that there. So, 60% possession for Portugal, 8 shots to 6, but both have had 2 shots on target. No corners for Portugal, but Turkey have had 3. I think it's probably a 1-0 game, but that mistake by Turkey was obviously huge. I think Turkey have played well for the second time in the tournament. The way they approach the game leads it to be quite open, which is good for the viewer. Portugal, legit good goal with Bernardo Silva, and then a mistake at the back, which, you know, the centre-back and the goalkeeper have got to be communicating better there. But it's 2-0 to Portugal. It gives them a strong foothold in the game. But 2-0, as we know, it's the big cliche, can be one of the worst scorelines in football. I don't know why, but it can. It just can. Own goal MVP of the Euros, says Alves, and Van Nistelrooy or Kluivert. I don't really want to do classics. They're boring. In fact, I'm going to be strict about the either-ors. I'm not just going to do any old shit. I think some of these suggestions are rubbish, really. That's what she said. Cass says Michael Oliver or Anthony Taylor, rubbish. True, ref is a fixer, look it up, says that's what she said. Scotland got a red card as well, says Granton. Yes, I'm going to do a video tomorrow. I'll put it up in the morning about England because obviously I think England will qualify from their group and I think we'll qualify top of the group. But I've always said our biggest problem will be when we hit the quarterfinals. And we come up against a team that actually knows what they're doing. I'm hoping that England can grow into the tournament. I still believe what I said before the tournament is true. England should be winning this tournament, and if they don't, it's a failure on the manager. So I'm not falling into this, we're not good enough. We've got the players, he's got to do better. Loz says, one positive from this tournament, auto VAR for F-side. That's been a real winner. I'm hoping the Premier League adopt it, makes VAR viable again. Yes. And look, in fairness to VAR, when you think about the Dutch goal yesterday, that's not VAR. That's human error. VAR is there for automated offsides. It's there as a computer. Automated offsides, ball over the line, and obviously when it's about was it a handball or was it a penalty or was it offside on that goal, VAR is a computer. That's human error. And that was, a shit decision. Is there any way we can keep Varane? Because if we don't get Todibo, then Varane would ensure our defence can still play a high line. Then we can only need one centre-back, says Mitesh. I don't think we'll be bringing Varane back. Could you do Bellingham or Beckham, says All Day Gamer? No, rubbish. I'm not doing different time periods. It's irrelevant because you can't compare them. Montella is the worst coach. I mean, why would you bench Galera after scoring a banger, says Drew? Yeah, well, very, very good point. Very, very good point. Remember, Turkey have made 5 changes from their last game. And I don't know why that's happened. Really, looking at the way that they've played in this tournament, it's a shame. Because they are capable of getting a result here. So why would you weaken your team? Apparently Galler's injured, but they have made a few changes. I mean, they've changed their goalkeeper, really. So yeah, I don't know why they did that, but he doesn't trust Galler in the big games, says Manuel. Look, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know why he's made the changes, and I don't know the exact number of changes he's made, but they have played well. Like, they have played well, and the keeper's injured as well, apparently. So maybe the changes are just because of injury, but they have played well, Turkey. They should be probably losing 1-0. And Costa's made a couple of good saves. And let's not forget that cross into the box, which could have been a penalty, probably should have scored. So, it's, as I said, it reminds me a little bit of Spain-Croatia last week, where it was 3-0 to Spain. And fair play to Spain, but it was never a 3-0 game. So, yeah. Ronaldo versus Kane, says Night Sketch. And Mark, what are your thoughts about... I don't know what that is. Mark, how was the barbecue? Hope you did well, mate. Thank you, J. Dot. Hope you do well as well. DeMarco or Shaw? Your either ors are shit. Like, I'm collectively, mine wasn't very good. I thought Gordon or Bowen would be good. The whole point of an either or, right? I'm just going to say it for the millionth time. Either or, you're aiming for 50-50. If after 3 minutes your either or is close, you've won. Luke Shaw or DeMarco? Who the fuck's going to vote for Luke Shaw? It's just a waste of typing. Ronaldo or Kane? It will be Ronaldo. Like, don't do an either or and then just pick somebody you want to win and someone who'll get battered. The whole point of an either or is to put two names together that could be close. DeMarco or Shaw? Shaw will get battered. And you know it. Absolutely. I'm not doing Michael Oliver or Anthony Taylor. The day I do either ors for referees is the day I quit. Absolutely. Elise or Ezzy. I will do that. See, that's the sort of thing we want. Mbappe beat Vinicius Jr. 60-40. There you go. Thank you very much. So, don't forget tonight, Belgium against the mighty Romania. The way that group looks at the moment is very, very interesting, because I think if Belgium win, they could actually end up in a very good position, because Slovakia have got... Let me just double check this. Don't want to get it wrong, and haven't got the table in front of me. So, yes, Slovakia... Currently, no, they're not in their group. I thought Slovakia beat Romania. Oh no, I did. Ukraine beat Slovakia. Romania beat Ukraine. So if Belgium beat Romania, everybody in that group's on 3 points. Exciting. So yeah, I fancy Belgium will beat Romania tonight. But if Romania beat Belgium are going home. End of. Interestingly, although it's not massively interesting at the moment, if the third place ranking teams at the moment, it would be Albania, Slovenia, Slovakia and Austria who go through. But remember, not everyone's played 2 games yet. I had the 2 closest either ors, so do Vieira versus Keane, says Goldio. Shaw is clear of DeMarco, says Thomas James. Whether he's clear or not, that doesn't always transpire in a poll. Popularity has to be factored in. Lisandro Martinez or Mickey van der Ven, says Dylan. Again, I wouldn't bother wasting my time doing it, because Martinez would win. You're not factoring in popularity. You've got to play the game to know. Trent or Reece James, again, wasted time, Amir. Trent would absolutely batter Reece James based on popularity. Liao or Nico Williams, again, Matt, recency bias, Williams would win that. This is what I mean. If you want to have a good poll, you've got to put a bit of work into it. They're like the golden ticket. They're not easy to get. You've got to think about it. I'd love Vitina at United, says Chris Smith. Thank you very much for that. Marino versus Mainu versus Wharton. Again, Jaden. Wharton would get absolutely battered. We're not. You might think it's close. I might think it's close, but popularity has to be a factor as well. Like Phil Foden will get beat by anyone. How crap a player could I put next to Phil Foden, and he'll lose? I think I could put Foden against Elise and he would lose, which is incredible. Popularity is a thing. Elise is beating Ezzy 57% to 43% at the moment. Please do subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. And thoughts on Kante's return? Kante versus Rodri, says Jack. You see, that's another stupid one because Rodri will kick his ass unless Kante gets the popularity vote. Look, Kante's played well in 2 international games and everybody thinks he's back. International football is not as good as domestic football. And the reason that Kante left Chelsea was because he can't play at that level 2 or 3 times a week anymore. But he's only 33 and you don't just lose it. Zidane or Scholes, not doing that, Tony. No. Watkins versus Tony, I think that might be a good one, Connor. I quite like that one. See, that's more like it, definitely. And what was this one as well? Musiala versus Wirtz or Rodri versus Modric. I think both of those, Jack, would be very dull. Musiala will beat Wirtz and Rodri will beat Modric. Anyway, Sean, welcome to the Members Club. Thank you very much. Can we stop doing the either-ors now, actually? Because I feel like this we had a really good first half that I enjoyed. And I'm getting really bored by just seeing 2 names next to each other. So I'm actually stopping them now. Gordon or Trossard, says Flint. Yeah, it's just... This is not the either-or channel. It's meant to be a backdrop. You know, I want to talk about football. I want to talk about the Euros. I don't want to sit here going either-or, either-or, either-or. Boring. Gordon or Trossard, don't care, Flynn, thank you. I'm a goalkeeper, Maignan versus Donnarumma. Go and catch the ball because I ain't interested. Hughes Lad says Ireland, Scotland or Wales. God, what have we started? I'm bored. I'm absolutely bored. Dairy Milk or Galaxy. Yeah, I'm not doing this. Not doing it. I'm really bored of this now. It's meant to be a backdrop thing and it's just taken over the whole show. Should national managers have to be from their country? Henry, thank you, for God's sake. Thank you. Thank you for saving us. Should national team coaches have to be from the country? No. It's 2024. It's got to be one of the most archaic ideologies that exists in football. Why does your national coach have to be that nationality? The players, yes, because you're representing that country, but the manager doesn't play and doesn't have to represent that country. I think it's silly because, look, I lived in Ireland for 3 years, so I can't manage Ireland even though I loved living there and I loved the culture. You know, that's my point. I get people who say, well, you know, if the players are English, the manager should be English. But, like, what about Jose Mourinho, who has managed most of his career in England, or a lot of his career in England, who might want to manage England because he loves England? No, your passport's wrong. You're not doing it. That's the stupidity of it. You should always go for something that fits. Obviously, what you choose has to respect what managing your national country is, but that you shouldn't. I don't know why. I mean, I'll listen to the radio or I'll put the telly on and they'll say, who's going to replace Southgate? Because first of all, they've got to be English. Well, no, they haven't. They haven't got to be English. If I was replacing Southgate, I'd be speaking to Pochettino. I would speak to Tuchel. I would speak to Potter. And I would speak to other people out there that are good coaches, because the big problem with Southgate is that if he were... Well, put it this way. If Gareth Southgate didn't have a British passport, would he be anywhere near an England job? No, he bloody wouldn't. One of the biggest reasons he's got the job is because where he's born. Go and get the best. Go and get the best. Players coming out for the second half here. Ronaldo yet to score. I had Ronaldo down as top goal scorer in the Euros. Probably the Goldbridge curse, but yet to score. Do you like 16 versus 24 teams in the Euros in terms of quality, says Ali? Well, they're making a double substitution here, Portugal. Neto and Neves coming on for Leao and Polina, who were both yellow carded. So Martinez, the manager, maybe being a little bit cautious, but obviously knows what we know, that we're going to see a potential red card here, which he doesn't want to see. Turkey making a substitution at half-time as well. Koku coming off for Yaziki. That, we believe, is injury related, not yellow card related. If you want a good poll, eat garlic in the morning and drink olive oil at night, says Simon. Thank you very much. Who would you want as Southgate replacement? We've done that. Elise beat Ezzy by 57%. I'm actually going to do a winner take it. I'm going to put Elise against Anthony Gordon next. Right, ref, kick it off. You cheat. Go. Need refs mic'd up. It would be great for football, says Jamie Murphy. Thank you very much for your super chat, pal. End that. Elise versus Gordon. There we go. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Appreciate it. Who scored, says Cynthia? OG and Silver. Scarecrow says, do you think Mainu will start the next game? I mean, I'd like him to start the next game, but with Gareth Southgate in charge, probably not. It'd be interesting to see what changes he makes, actually. I think Gordon should start. Ryan says, who's your final four for the tournament? It's too early to say. I think once you get to the knockout stage, it's easier to predict that, because obviously it depends on who's on what side of the draw. I'd love to see Turkey get a goal here, though. Open it up a little bit. Do you think relegation parachute payments are fair, says Jack? Yes and no. I think they're done to help clubs who get relegated, who might have big wage players, survive, but actually they use them to not spend money and then come back up again. Corner to Turkey. Love all your watch-alongs, Mark. I'd say with a Mourinho in charge, England would win this tournament, says Sombrero's World. Well, it'd be nice to have a good manager and a good squad, because we always seem to have good managers and crap squads, or good squads and crap managers. Headed away. Isaac says, did you hear what Southgate said about missing Phillips? I don't know whether you're going to or have made a video on it already. Commented. Spoke about it a few times, Isaac. I mean, it's just incredible that you would say you miss Calvin Phillips, who's been shit for 2 years, and we had a major tournament in between then. He's just talking out his arse. Panic. It's like a rabbit in the headlights, just talking shit. The politician has been rattled. It's one of the worst comments a manager's ever bloody made. How can you miss a player that's been shit for 2 years and you played a World Cup without him when he was shit? Just an absolutely terrible rabbit in the headlights comment. And that just shows you what a bad coach he is, that stuff like that can come out of his mouth. Turkey doing well here. Oh no, bad touch. Bruno too slow. I mean, look, but you know, there, I know exactly what you're talking about, and it could have been a one-on-one. That's how Turkey are playing quite open here. Alan Z says, is it just me or has Cancelo become absolute trash? Ted Wheeler says it's deer in the headlights, Mark. Not in the UK, it's rabbit. Deer in the headlights. I've never even fucking heard of deer in the headlights. Deer in the headlights. What do Australians say? Kangaroo in the headlights. Next goal will be key. If, in fairness, if Portugal get it, it'll be hard for Turkey to come back. I'd like to see Galere come on. I'm not doing a poll for rabbit or deer. In the UK, it's rabbit in the headlights. If you're in another country and you have a different animal, that's up to you. I'm English. It's my stream. And it's rabbit. End of. Apparently, if you live in the North Pole, it's polar bear in the headlights. In which case, you're screwed. Because they ain't going to be scared. They're going to eat your car and you, with you in it. Good play by Bernardo Silva and another good tackle. He's on a yellow card. They like a good tackle, the Turkish, don't they? And I'm all for that. Game's gone soft. If Portugal win this, do they automatically top the group? Yes, because the only team that could get 6 points would be Turkey, who they'd beat. So, yeah, Portugal, top of the group, if they win this game. Corner to Portugal. You know, I've just Googled it, and one of the things for rabbit in the headlights is the saying deer or rabbit in the headlights. So we've inadvertently stumbled upon a major either or, and it wasn't even planned. Shot from distance straight at Costa. Beryl says, in the US, there's so many deers here, they shoot them. That's why it's deer in the headlights, isn't it? What's your favourite saying, Mark? Mine is a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Also, love up Shit's Creek without a paddle. I do use that one, Goldio, yeah. Jack Glancy says, classic Southgate. I need a player who's only played average a full game in 2 years. And even though I have guys like Mainu and Palmer, absolute idiot. Is Turkey on the attack? Good defence. Portugal, you know what, actually? I do think that we have to say Portugal have defended really well. Like, it's been a good game, but Portugal have defended well. Especially Pepe at his age. Would you take Overgaard over Bruno at United, as Connor? Well, no, because I like Bruno, and I have, you know, it's like it's like a family pet, isn't it? You're going to have loyalty beyond reality. But I would like, look, if Bruno left Man United and we replaced him with Odegaard, I would be very interested to see what it's like to play with that type of number 10, because I like the way he plays. But I wouldn't swap him for Bruno, because that would mean, you know, being quite ruthless about Bruno, and I like him, so there is that loyalty. My mate said Wharton is better than Mainu, says Goldio. And in the US, truck drivers often hit deer accidentally, says James. Hence, deer in the headlights. Did you know the polar bear have bones in their boner, says Jay. No. Did you know that polar bears have no natural predator? Like nothing hunts them and eats them. Jay Singh says, my favourite saying is my grandpa telling me when I was 13, don't be one of those losers that shags his hand, says Jay. I can't believe what Ronaldo's just done there. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's 3-0 and Ronaldo just did a sweaty pass for Bruno. Very, very, very ungreedy, says Teddy. Team. Well, I tell you what, I wanted Sue as well. He's definitely onside, and he could easily have scored that. Easily. He easily could have scored that. He could have gone bottom corner. Amazingly unselfish from Ronaldo there. What that does for team morale is massive. He could have put that in the bottom corner so easily. I mean, he's basically on the edge of the 6-yard box. Got a good angle either way. First goal of the tournament, and he squares it to Bruno. Is that a guy that ain't interested in individual accolades? He wants to win things. Goldio says polar bears are gimps. That's very, very impressive from Ronaldo. That is very, very impressive. It will, you know, the rest of the team, like us, would have expected him to score that. And the fact that he's done that will just cause everybody in the team to go, this guy is about the team. And it just boosts the morale. The England squad play for better managers that would never take the foot off the pedal once they score. They should defy Southgate and keep playing instead of going into a shell, says Anthony Jackson. Johnston. That's my goat, says Abhishek. That's why he's the GOAT, says Shahin. They're just showing that Ronaldo was way onside. Here's one. Did you know hippos are so dense that they can't actually swim, so they walk underwater, as I call pulling a reverse Jesus, says Jack. I didn't know hippos were thick, and I certainly wouldn't call one because they're vicious. Michael says, that's my look. Ronaldo sweating it when I have him in goal scorer accumulator. There's still time yet, Michael. I mean, I feel bad for Turkey because 3-0 is a pounding. And I don't think they've been terrible. They've just not been very clinical in the final third. And obviously Portugal have. 3 shots on target each. Look at that. 3 shots on target each and it's 3-0. Very, very similar to Portugal, to Spain, Croatia last week. Goldio says, do you find it funny that Jamie Carragher isn't a Euros pundit? Why isn't he? Maybe he wanted the summer off. Why do you think no one uses Carragher? That pass is like Mr. Beast giving a 5-year-old a PS5, says Callum Jacobs. I'm glad you said a PS5. Carragher. Why Carragher not in the Euros? Well, they use him in America, don't they? I don't know. Maybe he wanted the summer off. Here we go again. Bernardo Silva. Neto. Little dink. Back post. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good defending. Lucas says, what do you think is the biggest animal you can knock out? I'll have a think about that one. Wayne says he was never busy as a player during internationals either. Ooh, that's cold. What do you think Messi would do there? Goals, assists, as Nova. I think Messi would pass it. Yeah. Yeah. I think Messi would pass it in that situation, don't you? Any chance of a Fabrizio, here we go, live on United Stand this window? I think we'd have to be very lucky for that to happen at that absolute moment. He's on CBS and Fox has the rights. So is Mika Richards and he's on BBC. Would I pass in that situation? No, I'd go a little bit closer and toe poke it in. I definitely wouldn't pass. No, I probably would. I probably would pass. In my younger days, I wouldn't have done it. Older, I would pass, yeah. Because I think an assist is in that situation, by passing, you get almost... We're all talking about Ronaldo passing. We're not talking about Bruno's tapping. So I think in the modern game, you do get a lot of credit for an assist, don't you? So I probably would pass, but it's a piece of piss to score. Harry says, original UK broadcasters have got no interest in Spitty J. Mark would miss, says B. See, the thing is, if you miss, you're in big trouble, aren't you? I think Turkey will beat Czech Republic and go through, but they'll end up playing France, which will be a tough game. Portugal are going to top the group now, and if Turkey comes second, they're going to end up playing France in the knockout. We've had a comment here from Bill the Butcher says, Turkey have been very unlucky. That own goal was the nail in the coffin. I think they've been a bit... As I said, it reminds me of Croatia-Spain. Big shout out to Portugal, but Turkey... just... It's not been their day. Jack says, Nicholas Jackson would have missed that. Dorian says, I'm so glad he passed. I've got both in the Fantasy League. Any plugs for new shows or stuff on the channel this season, says Dorian. Watch this space. Watch this space. Shot over the bar. Galaire's on the bench, Saka. Matt says, apparently Ronaldo is top assists now at the Euros. Viva Ronaldo! Should Golden Goal be bought back, says Chiri. I'd like Golden Goal to be given another chance. If you don't know what Golden Goal was, in extra time, if you scored a goal, you won the game. There and then. And they tried it in Euro 96. And they tried it for a few years and it didn't work. Because I think teams went ultra defensive. But I think I would like to see it given another go. Because I think teams play more attacking now. That they're not as good defensively. So I think that golden goal would be worth giving it a go. Because I think it's just an amazing way to win a game where you score and it's over. It didn't work at the time, but I do think it would work now. I think football's changed. Would you do it at a final, though? Well, Lucas, I mean, at the end of the day, how many World Cups and Euros have we seen won by a penalty shootout? What's that got to do with football? 5 shots each from a penalty spot. I'd rather a game got won by actually playing football. Penalties are high drama, but after 120 minutes, we will decide it by taking shots alternatively. Pepe again. What a game he's had. Lovely play by Neto. Last season you had inside info on the Rasmus transfer. Haven't heard anything similar this season. Who is hotter than the sun this window for you, says Akshay? Yeah, look, was way ahead of the game on that one. Look, sometimes you're only as good as your source. And with that one, it was a Ronaldo rubbish header. Maybe you should just keep passing. That should have been a goal. He's smiling about it, but the cross from Bernardo's good. I don't know what he's doing. It's a good defensive header, but it's right on his head. Weird. I think he's trying to say the ball came backwards, had spin on it. Yeah, so at the moment, we might get a couple of exclusive on transfers. It just depends whether we follow through or not. There's one or two I'm sort of like waiting on, but we're not advancing on them at the moment. So you're only as good as the info you get. And look, Xerxes and Branthwaite, we just have to follow what's going on there. Who to blame says, I like the old USA penalty shootouts. Hockey does it. Nah, I don't like penalty shootouts, full stop. May as well stick with what we've got. Mept says, this game is dead. I thought Turkey would put up a fight based on current reputation. I was wrong. Tell me you didn't watch the game without telling me you didn't watch the game. It's 3-0 and that is a pounding, but it's not really reflective of the game. One was an own goal. And Turkey, really, with a little bit more nous in the final third, would have been okay. And also, let's factor into the fact that Portugal's defence has played really well, whereas Turkey's has been a little bit dodgy. Golden goal with VAR would be traumatic, says Rainmaker. Yeah, I'd never thought of it like that. Ronaldo's chasing the highest assist trophy, says Altel. Bill the Butcher says Turkey have been decent, they just don't have the firepower that Portugal has. Portugal have been a lot better in this second game than they were against Czech Republic. But I said this against the Czech Republic. Czech Republic definitely parked the bus. Turkey have played more open, and yet Portugal are a better team because of it. Golden goal with VAR would be traumatic. Semedo coming on for Cancelo. Why is Delo not coming on? I think Galea might be coming on now. Thoughts on Salah's? Don't know what that is, Evan. Pens are true, definite of performance under pressure, says Rub. Please do subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. So Galere comes on. We'll get 20 minutes of him, which is nice. Nice little cameo there. Real Madrid potential superstar. I mean, how many players have Real Madrid got? Fucking hell. Young players as well. I mean, off the top of my head, Galere, Endrick, Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., Camavinga, Jude Bellingham, Tchouaméni. They're just about to get Lenny Yoro. It's stockpiling the best young players in the world. Oh, Salah's new haircut you're talking about. Yeah. I have seen it. I believe he's done it before. I think if he stays at Liverpool, that's massive for them. Now, will he stay or not? I don't know. But I think it's massive for them if he does. Especially with the loss of Klopp. To keep Salah there gives a bit of continuity and experience, doesn't it? Oh, a bit of a stretch. Exercise with Goldbridge. Rochester says, come on, get 1 goal, Turkey. Thanks everyone who subscribed, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner to do that. Appreciate it. Don't forget, we are doing Belgium-Romania at 8, but tomorrow night it's Scooby-Doo. They're back again. It's go home or stay for Scotland. They must beat Hungary to have a chance. A draw, and they'll probably go home. Well, yeah, they'll go home with a draw. 2 points won't be enough. But it's the same situation for Hungary, isn't it? They win that game and they probably go through. Ranz says, why is Semedo still playing for Portugal? Because he's trash. Oh my God, another free kick when the ball was won. You got the ball. Matt, thank you very much for your super chat. Appreciate that. Fartini says, no, Hungary are probably out even if they win. No, I think you're wrong. Because... oh no, you're right, you're right. I thought Hungary... Oh no, Hungary have lost 2, haven't they? I thought they'd drawn a game for some reason. Yeah, Hungary are going to be out unless they can win massively. They'd have to score like probably 4 goals to have a chance because they're -4. They can only go through in third with 3 points. So they'd need to boost goal difference up massively. No sending off, says Tim. Yeah, I just realised what you said. I'm very surprised by that. I really did think we were going to see a sending off based on the first half. Ronaldo's still there, hoping to get a goal. Bettina is class, says Mudge. How old is Bettina, actually? I know he plays for PSG, but he's 24. 24. Had a loan at Wolves, of course, but has been at PSG for 2 years. Originally from Porto. 24 years of age. Ethan says, you're the GOAT, Goldbridge, but if England don't win the lot, who would you want to? If England don't win it, I would like to see Portugal win it because of Bruno and Ronaldo. But if I could really choose someone to win it, I'd love to see something ridiculous like Austria or Switzerland or something like that. I don't really want to see France win it. I think it's boring. Look, Spain look quite good, but I have seen Spain win trophies before. Same with Germany. I mean, the thing about Austria is they might not get through the group. They've got a difficult game against Netherlands, and obviously they got beat by France because of that bloody own goal, didn't they? So 3 points might not be enough for Austria if Netherlands beat them. Matt Hood is currently coming back. Matt Hood, 16, is currently coming back from Sheffield towards Bristol and decided to stop in Solihull and go for a grill at the Orleans. What should I get? The Orleans? I've never heard of it. I'm going to have a look at this. Turkish player coming off. Orleans. Where is it? I think I know where it is. Orleans. Oh, they've just rebadged it, mate. You've been scammed. It used to be a harvester. Oh, you've been done there, mate. You've been absolutely done. I've been there before, years ago. Harvester. Rubber, chicken like rubber. Now, well, it might be under different hands, but if that's a harvester, under a different name, avoid the chicken. It was many years ago. It might be different now. See Scotland win it all, says Jack. Matthew Williams says golden goal would work for England because they won't have to defend a lead. Do you think Van der Beek will be revived under Ten Hag, says Hazzy? Oh, how many times is he going to be revived? He's like bloody Jon Snow. Pens are true defence of... I've done that one from Rub, thank you. What's the worst restaurant you've ever been to? I won't say where it is, but I went to a Beefeater once with the kids and the wife, and it was crap. I think I had a burger and chips, and the chips were cold, and the burger was just bread and burger with nothing in it. And the funny thing was, the kids had steak, and on the way home, they said it smelt like bum, but it was nice. The mind of a kid. It was crap. I think we got like 60% off the bill, complaining. You know, nothing Jon Snow says F. I mean, a steak that smells like bum, one, how do you know how that smells? And two, I wouldn't be eating it. Anas says Southgate is the type of guy to wash his hands after a shower. "13 minutes to go here. You're wasting your time, and my time is living a lie. Guess the time." Well, this game's definitely done and dusted. There's no doubt about that. Turkey are going to have to come back and beat the Czech Republic, of course. But Portugal, no matter what, will top their group, and therefore they will not play France, and they will not be on the same side of the draw as France, because France are obviously going to finish top of the group there, and Portugal will finish top of their group. It'd be nice for Turkey to get a goal, but then again, the Portuguese defence has been so good. Headed away. Oh, yeah, I've seen this now. about Kilman. It's been mentioned by the Telegraph that Man United are interested in Kilman. Hence, there'll be some jokes about that. Turkey on the attack. Apparently, Man United made a late offer for Elise. Just trying to verify it. Turkey on the attack. City could not take him to the Etihad because of their ongoing concerns around FFP. Man City and Man United are understood to have explored a deal which would have allowed Palace to keep Elise at Selhurst Park for another season. But that's what they did last year with Chelsea. Demirel, remember when he was like meant to be the next big thing? There's so many players that I saw somebody today going about Enzo Lefebvre and how he was going to be the next big thing and what's happened to him. This happens a lot. Players just are always going to be the next big thing and then they're not. Do, 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 do. Right. I've been neglecting you for too long in the chat. Whatever happened to Renato Sanchez, the midfielder? I believe he plays... I don't know who he plays for now, actually. I want to say a French club. But he's actually at Roma. He's been around a bit. Hi, Mark. What's your favourite type of egg? Says Hulls. Definitely poached. Man of the match, says Dari. I'm thinking Pepe. Yep. Yeah, definitely. And he's gone back to PSG, actually, Luca. He was on loan at Roma. There we go. Thanks very much. Thank you very much for that. Answers on a postcard there from Luca. Well, Ronaldo, will he get his goal? Will his patience and unselfishness reward him with a goal? I wouldn't count it out. But keeper's there to collect that. Turkey will play their final group game on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Portugal will play Georgia, knowing they're already top of the group. Will Martinez make the changes? We've got somebody in the chat, wasn't it, Moose, who's going to watch Portugal play Georgia and was looking forward to watching Ronaldo in the flesh. he'll be a little bit nervous because Portugal will top the group no matter what. But I still think Ronaldo plays in that. What do you think at home? I still think he'll play in that because it's well, it might not be logical to pick him, but I think he will want to play because he'll want goals. But he might rest him, but I don't think he will. I think he'll play. StatPad game says 960. Yeah. Wolves TV says you can have Kilman, mate. 635 million and snap your hand off. I don't think we're looking at him. I really don't. Hi Mark, this is a bit random, but I have a date with a girl in a bar tomorrow. Any tips? Love the content. Comment. Oh yes, Dexter. You've come to the right place. So Dexter has a date tomorrow with a girl in a bar, and he wants some tips. You could not have come to a better place. In fact, you have made the best decision, and you're about to get this for free. So, date tomorrow with girl. Easy work, right? All you got to do is ask her about herself. Nothing sinister, like, you know, what does she like to do? You know, don't go into family stuff unless she wants you to, because, you know, families can be a pain. You never know what's going on behind there. You might reveal something you don't want to know. But yeah, what hobbies have you got? What do you like to watch on TV? All that sort of stuff. And then when they're talking to you, listen. Even if you're thinking about something else, listen. You know, you could be thinking about the Euros on Wednesday. That will help because you'll get excited and she'll see it in your eyes. So, yeah, listen and ask questions. Yeah, don't make it about you. They'll love that sort of stuff. Everybody loves to be listened to. And it doesn't matter that it's a girl. If you were going for a date with a boy, I'd still say the same. People love to be listened to. 5 minutes to go. I'd love to see Turkey get a goal. They are on the attack. Cross to the back post, and it's good defending by Mendes again. They've just defended so well, Portugal. There's no two ways about it. They've been very good defensively, you know. Very, very good. Oh, Ronaldo tackled. Right. We are here. Whoa, keeper. Bienda's done well. We are, of course, back here for the 8 o'clock game between Belgium and Romania. A very different type of game, but very much looking forward to it because Romania 3-0 against Ukraine. Ukraine then beating Slovakia, who beat Belgium. You'd say Romania have got a chance. But I would also say that if Romania beat Belgium, I'll be absolutely shocked. I think Belgium surely tonight turn up. João Neves is coming on. I forgot about João Neves, actually. Not able to get any game time. Which is probably a good thing if United are going to try and buy him. Which they probably won't. We're trying to buy a lot of people and not getting hold of them. I'm on United Stand straight after this as well, actually, with all the latest Manchester United news. If you want to join me there, I'm live at 7. Couple of minutes to go. Ronaldo not going to get his goal, I don't think. But he's done good. He's got his assist. And I'm just looking at the obviously we're heading in after tonight. It's the final group games, so everyone kicks off at the same time. I've already said Scotland, Hungary tomorrow night, massive game. Switzerland, Germany at the same time. We'll keep an eye on both, but obviously Scotland, Hungary will be the featured game. Monday, Croatia, Italy, and Albania, Spain. Croatia, Italy is the biggest game there because, as we know, Croatia have got 1 point, Italy have got 3 points. If Croatia beat Italy, then Croatia go through in second place. Spain are obviously going to top that group. They'll beat Albania. Tuesday, you've got Austria against Netherlands. What a game that's going to be. France are obviously going to top that group by beating Poland. Tuesday at 8 o'clock, England, Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia. And then Wednesday, we get the conclusion of the Portugal group, which will be Turkey, Czech Republic, which is a big game. And, well, we'll wait and see what happens with the Belgium group after the 8 o'clock game tonight. So it's all getting exciting in the final group games. Portugal on the attack. Cut back, Ronaldo, Bernardo. Oh, should have passed it to Bruno. Neto's not still on the bench. He's been playing since half time. Bernardo Silva doesn't pass, does he? Which is mad for a Man City player. Into the 90th minute. Crap throw in. Sai says, great watch along as ever. Appreciate it, Mark. Thank you, mate. Glizzy says, honestly, Ronaldo needs to be more selfish. Well, he certainly could have had a goal today, but he gave it to Bruno. And Dex, if you can't get her, see if her mum is single. I'm only joking, says Jack. Hi, Mark. What do you think England's group will end up like? Do you think England can beat Slovenia, and do you think they'll qualify? Yes, Ryle, I do. I think we'll finish top of the group. I think we've got too much in our team not to beat Slovenia. Might not be pretty. Hopefully, it will. Dexter's well happy with that advice, by the way. He's feeling confident now. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. I'm on United Stand straight after this at 7, and then we're back on here for the Belgium game against Romania at 8. I'd love Romania to play well. I'm not saying I want them to win, although it would be funny, but I'd love Romania to do well. I think it's great when you've got a dark horse in the tournament, but they hardly had any possession. That's a penalty. Mate, that's a penalty. That looked like a penalty to me. And it would have been Ronaldo's. There's a man on the... Oh, my God. There's someone on the pitch again. Get these fucking idiots off the pitch. That could have been a penalty, you know. Kolonoglu. I think it was a penalty. 5 minutes added on. Another twat on the pitch. Fucking hell. What's going on with this? What's going through their heads when they do it? Like, no... You're the third one to do it as well. I mean, maybe the first one got cheered. I doubt it. But by the third one, what are you trying to achieve? Wait for another game when no one's done it. I thought it was a penalty. Yeah. No bias. I did. They want to touch Ronaldo. Yeah, but the stupid thing is, a player's never going to give you a picture, because if you imagine if one player, one fan runs on the pitch in a capacity of 60,000, yeah, runs on the pitch, and then Ronaldo goes, it's fine, does a picture with him, everyone's going to do it. So as a player, when someone runs on the pitch, you've got to snub them, so as not to encourage it. So it's pointless. There's someone else on it again. This is getting stupid. Really, I've not known a game like this before. They think it's the bloody Sidemen charity match. No, sorry, it was the Beta Squad match, wasn't it, where they ran on the pitch? To be fair, you've got to make a good run for it. Look, they've got, at this ground in particular, there's quite a big fence. They've got 10 metres away. Ref should just blow up, really. Here's Bruno. Into Ronaldo. Lovely ball by Ronaldo. Gets it wide. And Neves shoots. Ronaldo won't be happy about that. Oh, I didn't get to do my line. Basically, when Turkey scored, I was going to go, "That's cold, Turkey!" Probably wasn't as good as I thought it was going to sound. But I did get to say they're getting carved open like a turkey in the first minute. So I'll take that. Should they be banned for life, Mark? Yeah. Yeah. And not because I'm being draconian, but they should be banned for running onto the pitch because there are 60,000 other people who would probably love to do that and they don't. So why the fuck should you be selfish and do it? What gives you the right? It's the X Factor generation. Oh, I can be Ollie Murs and have a single out. Oh, I can be bloody Ian Beale and act on the EastEnders when I'm crap. Oh, I can get on and have a photo with Ronaldo. No, you bloody can't. That's not how life works. Piss off. You're banned for life. Do one. Anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. I've got to get off because I'm on the United Stand at 7. I'm back on here at 7:30 or thereabouts. I'll see you over on United Stand now for all the latest Man United news. And you should run for Prime Minister with that sort of policy. Well, I've got a lot more like that. Back on here for Belgium if you're having a break, or join me on United Stand for all the latest United news in a couple of minutes. Take care.